Looking for something to do? How about a night out at the theater? Tony Award winner and Broadway superstar Idina Menzel is taking the stage at ASU Gammage. The actress, who starred in Wicked and is the voice of Elsa in Frozen, is reprising her critically acclaimed role in IfThen. Now, many of the stars of that Broadway show will also be here during this limited run, including who we have today, James Snyder. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
You play Idina's love interest.
I do. Well, it's interesting. The story it starts out, she plays Elizabeth, and then she makes a really small decision in Madison Square Park to go with one friend or go with another, and so then we see those two choices, just that little, and then we see them run parallel. And so in one, she happens to answer her phone and go with another, and then the other one, I interrupt that phone call, and then we end up sort of meeting, and then chance meeting again, and
isn't it kind of like what everybody would dream of, like, oh, what if I would have done this, or what if I would have done that? Do you think that's what draws people to the show?
I think that's 100%, and the show is just about all of these little choices that we make that send us down these different paths. We all have what we sort of call our if-then moments. If I had done this, then this, or if I hadn't done this, I would have never met my wife.
Have
randomly,
you thought of it? Because you've done so many different things.
It's
I was talking to you. You've been in the movies. You've done Star Wars. You know, on the stage. And
it's so funny. Even being involved with this, I happen to be doing. I went to New York to audition for Book of Mormon, and while I was there, auditioned for Carousel and booked Carousel instead in Connecticut. And then the producers of this show came and saw that Carousel, and we're like,
and that's
"There's
how you got this.
So if I hadn't,
that gives me goosebumps a little bit.
So
that's pretty cool.
And the whole show is like that.
And you and Idina, I mean, you're tight now. I saw some of your vlogs, I think, as you call them, where he does all the interviewing.
A video blog, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that drew a lot of attention, and then in Frozen and Wicked and all that. So what's it like working with the whole cast?
It's amazing. Obviously, Idina is a host in and of herself, as they would say. But to be able to be on the road with Anthony Rapp, who also did Rent with Idina, and LaShans, who's a Tony Award winner, we were this really tight group on Broadway, and I think when the call came to say, hey, let's take this on the road for 14,
well,
weeks,
and we're really lucky. I want to make sure everybody realizes that, we have 4 of the Broadway stars here in Tempe, and you guys are only doing, what, 7 cities?
Yeah, something like, it was 14 weeks. I mean, the tour keeps going on.
Right, the tour keeps going on.
Dallas,
but here in the Valley, we get you, we get Idina.
1 week, and that's it. And rarely does that ever happen. I live in LA most of the time, so when I go to a show.
How did that happen?
Idina somehow wanted to, well, I don't think we were ready to give up this show.
Yeah, I know. I'll just do it a little bit longer.
Just a little bit more, and that's really how, and so when Idina said, yeah, I'm on board, it was
and
like,
the music's
it's a no-brainer.
And
yeah.
Tell me, what's your favorite kind of song in
Well, there's a song I sing called "Hey Kid." My character has is basically goes through having a kid, and what's funny is my son was 6 weeks old the first time I heard this song.
Oh, very
so before
cool.
I even had the part, before I had to audition for it, and then I now have a new little baby also. So I get to hop on stage
and
think about him. Yeah, I get
and now
to sort
we
of
know
relive
that. So when we see the show, we'll know
my little
what
babies.
you're thinking about. That's very cool. You can get tickets, everybody. Right now, all you have to do is go online, go to asugammage.com, or call the number on your screen.